So a galactic priestess for me is this bridge between Earth and this galactic cosmic reality, these stars. Hello everyone, my name is Valeria, and in this channel I talk about spirituality and esoterics, and today we're talking about galactic priestesses, arts, and I'm going to share my memories about this, and yes, I'm going to talk about these galactic priestesses, what you do as a galactic priestess, and so on. So this this has all to do with this kind of devotion to stars, but also with knowing about stargates, about galactic lineage, about astrology, understanding these different dimensions, and I'm going to go deeper in this video. But yes, this art came from Andromeda. There are galactic priestesses in different star systems that are on dimensions that are not so high but also not so low, so it's like 4D, 5D, 6D, okay? And we used to have these galactic priestesses on Earth in past times, on this pre-fall Earth or Tara or 5D Earth, and also in Atlantean times we had these galactic priestesses, so we usually remember more about these Atlantean priestesses. Okay, so I was at Atlantis, and yes, there were these priestesses temples, and I remember being in this temple on this island, and we were doing these telepathy exercises, like also working with crystals. And for example, I remember that if I have a question, I used to ask the question to this big crystal, like an obsidian, and it's not like this crystal answered me, but it's more that this crystal sent me an initiation, like in the next days, like a day-to-day kind of initiation, so I was able to really understand and embody the answer instead of just hearing the answer for someone else, you know? I wanted to mention this because it's super useful for our present moment, okay? And yes, the same, the other option was that I was at this dark room with my question in silence and just letting all this information come without judgment. And sometimes then I realized that my question was not the same anymore, and this is something that we experience in this life. So I think this is so important to remember how to really ask questions, okay? Well, so in Atlantis, galactic priestesses were mostly had this golden age, okay? And I remember that I was in Andromeda, and we came like as a group from Andromeda to Earth in these Atlantean times, and we brought these teachings of the rose. We had these priesthoods in Atlantis, and And these Galactic Priestesses arts started to be formed because of this need. We had a need because we had all these interdimensional portals open, and we had these beings that were coming to Earth on these spaceships and using different stargates, and that was common in these times, in this end of Atlantis and the beginning of this Egypt times. And for example, we had these two main stargates, one that was connected with Sirius and one that was connected to Pleiades, to Alcyon. So it's like we were in these priestesses groups, and it's like some of us, we started to feel this calling into working more with galactic energies and interacting with other beings. And it was like a big community, like intergalactic community, and we were also taking care of these stargates so that these negative beings were not able to come for a while. And yes, so it was all about dealing with these ET beings that were coming to Earth, and also helping people to remember their galactic lineage, using stars for sailing, and using something that was similar to this astrology and discerning interdimensional beings, okay? And now Earth, our Earth, I mean this beautiful Earth, is in an actual ascension period, but this is not like what which people usually think. I'm going to talk about this in a different video, but yes, Earth is in this ascension, and so we will be like in this period of 900 years of ascension, and Earth is going to be this station of intergalactic ascension, and we will experience more changes on Earth. And so this Earth will be a stargate for ascension, not yet, but in like probably 40 years or so, and beings from different star systems will come here in order to ascend. Okay, this is why people talk about this intergalactic community that will occur on Earth at some point, but not yet, okay? So for now, these Galactic Priestesses arts are really useful for us to discern interdimensional contact when we meditate, when we channel, when we work with beings, also to read these galactic lineage, these Akashic records, this astrology to different people that really want to remember about its origins and to know the state of our different aspects in different dimensions. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my Galactic Priestess awakening and how we lost these arts, and if you want to embody your Galactic Priestess, if you wanna remember more about this, if you wanna serve in this lifetime as a galactic priestess, I really invite you to consider my Galactic Priestess school. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. And also, when I say priestess, I don't mean just women, okay? Because I just use priestess because this is a divine feminine energy, but everyone can embody this energy, okay? So when I first came to this galactic community, this kind of starseed community also, this spiritual science, I felt like a lot of masculine energy. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I really felt that I would like to add my feminine arts also, so like integrate this archetype of the priestess that I was embodying. And after that I started to remember about being a galactic priestess on Atlantis, on Andromeda, and it all started to become this full circle. Because I was in Lyra with all this knowledge, all this structure, and then I went into Andromeda, and yes, while in Andromeda, I was able to be in this divine feminine energy, a really powerful energy, and I applied all that I knew about this world, these 15 dimensions, in a way of more of a devotional way. And I started to develop with other beings these ways to read other beings, its lives in other dimensions, and how these lives were affecting them, and so on. So this is just my memories, you know. So we have these plates, these holographic plates with lots of information. Some of them have been shared here on Earth about this spiritual science, but some of them haven't. And I really feel that these galactic priestesses arts are part of these plates, okay? So I think this is something that we really forgot as humanity, and I think it's really important that all of us can start to remember and embodying more of this archetype, okay? This is a really beautiful way of service, especially in these moments on Earth, okay? Because people, they will remember these stars, these star connections, and they will want to know better, but with discernment, okay? I really hope that people can experience this awakening before someone external tries to really make us believe that we are these slaves and so on, you know. So a galactic priestess, so for me, is to be in devotion to stars. And I mean devotion in, yes, a part of devotion is like to do these rituals, but devotion is doing this not for exchange of something, no, just because you want something on return, you know. It's more that you do this just because of love, okay? You really know and use your alignments to star systems, you honor them, you honor your journey, you use them in meditation, you know the dates for specific portals, you know the day when you can receive frequencies for specific star systems, you know about this magic with stars and these rituals. It's like you blend this beautiful masculine teachings, this structure, with this more feminine side that is all about embodiment, devotion, and ritual. So, a galactic priestess for me is this bridge between Earth and this galactic cosmic reality, these stars, okay? So, and yes, we are related with this rose lineage, especially with this pink rose, okay? And yes, you are able to identify this galactic lineage, this starseed origins. You use your discernment for different beings that come to Earth, like also ET beings in a future, okay? And you live in this devotion to the divine, yes, the source, but you can also live in this devotion to the cosmos, the galaxies, because they are probably not perfect, okay? The same with Earth, but they are part of this all that is, of this source, okay? So yes, you can do your galactic rituals, and you know about these stargates, these portals, these alignments with stars, and you work with DNA, and you retrieve your different aspects in different dimensions and so on. So yes, I really hope you enjoyed this video. So please let me know in the comments if you remember about this, and please check my Galactic Priestesses school if you really want to go deeper with these arts. And thank you so much for watching.